Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm so sorry that this second part of this video has taken me so long to film. It wasn't intentional. I've just had this accidental week-long break of filming, but here I am. I'm back today. As you can probably tell, I've got new hair. Not sure how I feel about it yet. I was so used to having it long, and it is quite a lot shorter, but it is so much easier, so much quicker, and Wilf can't rip it all out, which he'd taken to doing. So yeah, it is much easier. I hope you like it. I'm still not convinced, but I am rambling. Anyway, today I am doing part 2 of this rainbow infertility baby names video. If you haven't seen part 1, I will have it linked below, and that was 10 girls' names perfect for rainbow babies or babies following infertility or a struggle to conceive. And today I am doing the same but with baby boys' names. So without further ado, I will just dive straight in and tell you the 10 names I have come up with for baby boys. And name number 1 is one very, very close to my heart, as it is Wilf's middle name. And those of you that don't know, Wilf was named after my godson Teddy, and his full name was Theodore. So Theodore is a super popular name anyway. It is beautiful. I love it. You can have the full name Theodore, or you can shorten it to Theo or Teddy, as Lauren did. And I absolutely love it, but even more so, what makes me love it even more is that Theodore means divine gift or God's gift. And how beautiful, after a struggle to conceive or after a loss, to have a name meaning divine gift or God's gift. It is just absolutely beautiful, and I think completely perfect for a much longed for rainbow or infertility baby. I should say as well, my little boy, if you don't know and don't watch my videos normally, I've got a 6-month-old almost, called Wilf. Wilfred is his full name, and Wilf means will and peace, so his name means will and peace, and then divine gift, which I think is beautiful for my little rainbow Clomid baby. Number 2 on my list is quite a popular name at the moment. I think it is in the top 20 for boys' names, and that is Archie. Archie means daring and precious, and I think for a little fighter, if you've come on a real journey to get your baby and then they are daring and they are precious and they've made it, and I just think it is such a lovely, strong meaning for a little boy's name. I think it's just a perfect little subtle nod to whatever journey you've gone on. It's nothing too in your face, but it's just like a really subtle little nod to how far you have come to get your baby, and I just think your little daring, precious baby boy Archie could be the perfect option for you. The third name on my list has quite a similar meaning to Theodore, and that is the name Ethan. All these TH names seem to be really, really popular at the moment, and I love the name Ethan. I think it's really, really classic, and Ethan simply means gift. I don't think much needs to be said for that one, really. What could be more suited for a much longed for rainbow infertility baby than to have their name simply mean gift? It is absolutely perfect. Number 4 on my list is Arthur. I love the name Arthur anyway. I think shortened to Artie, it is one of my favourite boys' names. I think it's lovely. But Arthur means strong as a bear. So again, like Archie, it's not a really in-your-face meaning. It's quite a subtle little nod. But I think for a baby that has defied all the odds and they've fought to be in this world with us, I think strong as a bear is the perfect meaning for your little baby boy. And also, I'm just thinking you could put the two together and have Arthur Teddy or Teddy Arthur. I think would be really nice, and obviously then you've got the nod to Arthur meaning strong as a bear, and Teddy, teddy bear. So you could have Arthur Theodore, Theodore Arthur, Arthur Teddy, Teddy Arthur. I'm chatting a load of rubbish now, but I just think those two would go lovely together, and their meanings really fit beautifully for a little rainbow or much longed for baby boy. The next one on my list is a biblical name, and it is a name that was on my list for a long time, but we actually know someone that has a little boy called this, and that is Isaac. I think Isaac is the most gorgeous baby boy name. It is traditional but not crazy popular, and I just think it is a beautiful name. But Isaac, as I said, is a biblical name, and Isaac comes from Sarah in the Bible. I don't know tons about this. We won't get into a whole religious talk, but I'm not personally religious. Nothing against people that are, but I'm not personally religious. But I love the meaning behind the name because Sarah in the Bible was infertile, and then God blessed her with a child, a baby boy, and he was called Isaac. So I just think what a deep meaning for an infertility baby following maybe IVF or fertility treatment, or just if it's taken you a long time to conceive a baby. And I just think Isaac could be absolutely beautiful and have such meaning, especially if you are religious. I think it's got that extra level of depth behind it for you. Next on my list is a name that I love anyway, but I actually love this for a boy or a girl. I think it's traditionally a boy's name, but I have heard quite a few girls being called this now. It's becoming a little bit more of a unisex name, and I do really love it for a girl as well, and that is the name Dylan. Dylan means ray of hope. Oh, come on, how absolutely, I feel like I say perfect so many times in these videos, but with meanings like that, I just think how perfect for a rainbow or an infertility baby. All you are looking for when you are trying to conceive, speaking from experience, is that ray of hope, a sign that something's going to happen for you and you are going to get your baby. And I just think Dylan, meaning ray of hope, is absolutely beautiful and could be the best choice ever for a little rainbow or much longed for baby boy or girl. Next up is a baby boy name that I think's really quite cool. How uncool to say it's cool because I'm not cool, but it is the name Felix. I love the name Felix. It's definitely something I would consider if I ever had a baby boy. I really like the name Felix. And Felix means fortune. So again, it's all about that riches, gift, all these very similar meanings, but I just think they are absolutely made for a baby who has come from such a struggle. If you've been through that struggle and then you find your fortune and your riches, and I think Felix could just be such a perfect choice for when you get your fortune and get your beautiful baby boy. Next on my list has quite a similar meaning, and that is Luca. I love the name Luca. And Luca means bringer of light. So I think, what was the name we had in the last video that had the same meaning? But yeah, I just think you always think about getting that light at the end of the tunnel, seeing that light at the end of the tunnel after such a difficult journey. And as I mentioned in the last video, genuinely, it sounds ridiculous, but it'd been like I'd been living in the dark for years, waiting for my baby to come into my life, and it was literally like the light was switched on and the whole world became brighter. I do know how cheesy that sounds, but honestly, that is genuinely what it felt like. It felt like someone switched the light on and I'd been living with the lights off for years. That's how it felt. So I just think any name that has a meaning to do with light really resonates with me for that reason, because that was the best way I could ever think to describe how going through infertility or miscarriage means. Is just that the world felt very, very dark for a very, very long time, and Wilf has just brought so much light into our life. So I think any name with a meaning to do with light is 100% something that really resonates with me, and hopefully will resonate with you guys as well. So I think Luca could be a beautiful baby name option if you are looking for your little ray of light in a very dark, long tunnel. The penultimate name on my list is such a cool name. There I am again throwing out the word cool. It is absolutely a name I would love to use in the future if our surname wasn't Cotter, because the name is Kit, K-I-T. I will obviously put all the spellings on the screen, but Kit Cotter sounds a bit like a Kit Kat, doesn't it? It's not the best, but I absolutely adore the name Kit. It's still pretty rare. I think it's I had a check and I'm sure it's around the top 300, not much into the top 300. So yeah, it's still really rare, and a really beautiful name choice. I think it's quite a cool sounding name, quite edgy, a bit hipster. We all know I am not edgy at all, so definitely should not say that. But Kit means hope. Again, it's another one of these beautiful hope, light, gift meanings. And I think in a very similar way to names that have a light meaning, a hope meaning, is very, very similar. When you're going through an infertility or miscarriage, you're constantly looking for just a little bit of hope that this is going to happen for you. You cling on to that hope, and I just think how beautiful and poetic to pick a baby boy name for your beautiful rainbow or infertility baby. That means hope and just sounds so bloody cool as well. I love the name Kit. And as I did with the girl's name, the last name on my baby boy's list is a bit of an out there one. In the last video I went for Dusty for a girl's name, and I'm going for another out there name to finish off the video, and that is Boone. B-O-O-N-E, again spelling will be on the screen, but Boone is actually unranked, which I thought, I knew it would be rare, but I didn't think it would be unranked. But yeah, I absolutely love the name Boone. I just think it's really cool. It's just like a really strong boy's name, Boone. I feel like you'd have to have a really good surname to pull off a name like Boone. Like Boone Cotter sounds rubbish, but if you had a good surname, I think that could sound really, really cool. And I also think it's perfect middle name potential. I think single syllable names always work great for a middle name, so if you weren't brave enough to go for this for a first name, it could definitely be middle name territory. And Boone means blessing. So again, there's not a whole lot I can say about these. The kind of meanings speak for themselves, but what is a bigger blessing than finally getting to hold your baby for the first time? And I think, yeah, Boone is a little bit out there, but I also think I can totally see that increasing in popularity. I think it's unusual, but it's not like it's not weird, like you wouldn't hear it and be like, ooh. I just think it's a nice name. I love the name Boone. Let me know in the comments. Again, I think it might be a Marmite one like Dusty. Some of you loved it and some of you were like, oh god, no. I would totally use it if I had a cool surname, and I definitely think for middle name, one syllable middle name territory, it is perfect. But I'm rambling now anyway. They are my 10 baby boy names. Please let me know in the comments which is your favourite. I hope you've enjoyed part 2 of this video. Yeah, and I'm going to really try and be much more regular with my videos now because I have been terrible this past week. But the sun is doing all kinds of funny things, and I'm going to leave it there and see you all in my next video. Bye guys!